teams ready to square off. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on hand, Zane Gonzalez. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve this one today.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A run with Carter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Carter. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Second and 12.
Losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can always see that in the key inactives for this game. On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On fourth down, it's Matt Hawk to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. They'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. From the 24 now, here's second down and 6. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. From the 35, here's second and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now from the gun. This one complete right side. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Austin first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Back to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Keem Davis Gaither there to make the stop. They face second down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down. Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Armadillos will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Cards offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That's Harrison in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Brissett. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Armadillos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. We'll begin with a zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line. Now a third and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cardinals offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's Carter. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
From the shotgun on third down, Brissett. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Armadillos offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a first and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down, Austin.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Right back to him on first down. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On the read, he's going to try and run with it. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now this time, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Kick, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Austin. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. They'll swing this one out wide to Carter. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 20.
Set, gonna throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Was brought down. That pass is gonna pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 5.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. It's made right side by Wilson. And he's gonna have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the run, here's Carter. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. McBride is the motion man. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. We're set. A quick throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Armadillos offense. And their running back set to go once more. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4, corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's all the way down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 43 yards.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Off he goes. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. He'll drop to throw. Throwing up top. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Armadillos. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Armadillos 17, Cardinals nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action, and here's Brissett. He's going to tuck it and go.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Zaven Collins on the stop.
He's tackled at the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. They'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale after this. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Austin. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Makes the score Armadillos 24, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cards offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. First down now. Here's second and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7.
Now it's Brissett. Pulled in by Carter. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle, it's Harrison. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
12 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
Throwing again, Brissett. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Armadillos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
Offense.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. Well, they'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be second and 10. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll try again here, second and 10. Back to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Austin.
He'll step up and run this. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Now it's second and 1. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Has to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Armadillos can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The third quarter begins with a run. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. It is second and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's hit after the catch, and the ball goes free. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, the first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part, and now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
The Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun is Brissett. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Cardinals...
They'll go play action here with Brissett. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Armadillos offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll give on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This is caught here on that right sideline. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard.
Handoff here. Up the middle. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Armadillos add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here is Brissett. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Throw it. Brissett. A throw left side. Taken in by Wilson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of 1.
This is 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's the rookie out of Michigan, Will Johnson. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. We're set now on 1st down. Oh, a loose football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Armadillos offense and their running back set to go once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They're down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try to run for it.